It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. And again, that absurdity saved me before, right? What do you mean? Oh, his absurdity, yeah. Why? Why do you trust me? Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the cult. I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? Yeah. Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed at the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. And yeah, our belief in his belief, Shuichi's belief in Kaede. What was it based on? What was it based on? No, nothing really. He just wanted to believe in Kaede. As he should. If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so
I'll believe in Maki as well. That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
yeah, good point.
Right on, Shuichi. I knew I picked a good sidekick.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective. ...
What do you gotta say, Kokichi?
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them?
Well, by following through with the rest of the evidence. There's still a lot to get through.
Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspect.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
And what around?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me. But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough. Stop calling me an idiot.
Yeah, I agree. Kaito, you're great. Don't worry about it.
What are you trying to say, Maki?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever. So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
What?
With Ryoma? At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
Which nighttime are you talking about? 2 nighttimes ago? Yeah, how would he have been if you're talking about officially nighttime? Because officially nighttime, that would be tricky. Does that mean that he was? If this is right, and Ryoma was still alive at nighttime, that means that he would have had to die not in the pool. He would have to die like in the sink that we saw before, and then moved into the pool room, and then tossed into the piranha contraption from there. But then what the heck is with the stuff in the pool? I don't know.
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
Were the stuff just tossed into the pool just to confuse when the murder occurred? To make them think that it had to happen before nighttime? Because otherwise the pool wouldn't have been possible? And so by throwing some stuff in there, it made it seem like the pool was relevant when it's not? That's very likely.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
Oh, but this is so confusing. I thought for sure that Kirumi was suspicious because she didn't have an alibi between 8 and 8:55. But now that's irrelevant.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to
Because he was
swallow
really
that line of
alive
crap?
after that.
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious! Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us? It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now of all the times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. Well, it might be possible that she's innocent, but she's still lying for some reason. But should I? Oh, intermission time. Yeah, I guess I'll save. Now the question is, do I want to stop here for the day? We'll save, of course. Let me think. No, I think I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to get in a situation where I am thinking about the trial constantly and like randomly think up something new off camera and can't share it or like figure something out. Like I need to know what's going. I need to know what's happening, and I also don't want to like suddenly figure out what's happening off camera just by thinking it out. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Oh, the Monocups Theater. Woohoo! It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Wait a second. What result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Don't wait. Which one's Monotaro? Right, the top one. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, you're right. Silly me. I'm so forgetful.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh?
Now then.
Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3. Yeah, why not? Let's go. On to chapter 3. Wait a second. We don't know who the culprit is yet. Yeah, who killed Rantaro? That was chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? Okay. Thank you for the weird intermission, Monokuma. Resume.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Uh-huh.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wow, what does that mean?
They're speaking so much nonsense. No point in trying to understand it.
Involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
Nope. Okay, we're back to the trial now.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
But you are the liar. You are the ultimate liar, I'm pretty sure, Kokichi.
More one to talk.
Yeah.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
So they had each other's?
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
Did we already talk about that? Did we already mention that Ryoma had Maki's motive video? I thought that wasn't revealed yet by Kokichi, whose motive video it actually was. Am I wrong? I don't think we can go back that far in the text, but let me see if that's even something I can look at. Okay, yeah, they did say that. Just because Ryoma had my motive video doesn't make me the culprit. Okay, so Ryoma did have Maki's video.
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, so you just gave it to him but didn't know whose it was.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
So maybe what happened, Maki gave hers to Ryoma, didn't check whose it was, and then Ryoma got it and it's like, oh, this is Kirumi's. And went to Kirumi and said, okay, Kirumi, give me yours. I have yours, your like monopad or whatever. And he was planning on continuously doing that until he reached somebody who had his monopad. And Kirumi probably just so happened to be the one. Well, I don't know if she had it or his or not, but regardless, he gave it to Kirumi, and Kirumi probably figured out whatever was on it and then killed him. That's my guess. Currently.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
He didn't.
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Well, I think he just traded them around. But it was the second person just so happened to kill him for it. Who told Ryoma that Maki has this motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pet. Oh, are we going with that instead? I would have thought that he just passed it around. Like, this train of logic doesn't necessarily follow. I think my train of logic also works, but I guess if we're going with somebody knew who had each pad, that would be Kokichi. Maybe Gonta because he grabbed people's monopads, but no, Kokichi.
It's you!
But that's not the only way he could have done it.
Kokichi.
Mm-hmm.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his? ...
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Oh, okay, from your dorm room.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
I don't think anybody would have an easy time killing her from what it seems her personality is like.
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, right, he didn't trade them. Because he still had Maki's. Yeah, she just didn't even want to see it. I forgot. That's right. He didn't even trade. All he did was take hers, and that's it. Huh.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
I wasn't in the mood to be suspected. You were already being suspected. It didn't matter if you were in the mood or not. What are you talking about, Maki?
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? so I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this
Yeah.
information hidden because you were not in the mood.
I agree. But she's been doing a lot of selfish things lately.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes. Those who believe shall be saved.
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
Yeah, you still didn't answer the previous question.
You never answered my question.
Yeah.
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
Man, it's 50-50 on whether or not he'll tell the truth or a lie, though. Just whatever is more fun for him.
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just
Okay.
as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
And yet he kept this all hidden. Of course.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
If Kokichi is even telling the truth, it's still possible that Ryoma just went to her because he had her, like, notebook thing. Although, I guess it seemed like he was confident that she had his. I don't know.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
What do you mean?
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Uh-huh.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things.
Well, I don't know. If everybody was like Kaito, then it would all be fine.
Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
But which nighttime was it? Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaito. And that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. Okay, how? How exactly are we doing that? Maki alone?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What is that about? In guard last night. Stay in her dorm room only during nighttime. Oh yeah, she was in her dorm room during nighttime. Okay.
What a load of crap!
Is that relevant?
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Okay, so that's it. I can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone, convince them that she met up with someone? How? Alibis for yesterday? Everyone's forced to gather. That's not relevant. Gonza's account? That's not relevant either.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Insect meet and greet is the same thing as the alibi one. Also not relevant.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come.
Monokuma file can't be relevant, right? Yeah, drowning. Okay.
Forward already.
Gotta be
No one
this.
can prove that this meeting took place.
Is this it? I don't understand. Does that mean Maki met no one there that night? Yeah, it doesn't. I know that made no sense. But I didn't know what else to do.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What else can I do here? Let's see.
Surely
Did we
they would
see
have
those
come
two?
forward
No.
already.
If no one can prove that...
I have to agree that nobody saw anything?
Maki is lying. If you can't prove your claim, then it's an outright lie!
There's only two things I can react to.
Maki only sees.
I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did it see those two?
Darn it.
Surely they would have come forward already.
Okay. I need to agree that no one saw them together. I think. But I don't know how that will get us anywhere. I don't think this... I don't feel confidence in this. No, okay. Why did you wait until now to reveal that you saw Ryoma? There was no reason to keep that information to yourself unless you're lying, that is.
Damn it!
Okay, now I'm in trouble.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Akuma file, Gonza's account.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then...
Does Gonza's account prove that the meeting took place? No. No. That's not relevant either. I am a bit confused on this one. I don't know how I can prove that the meeting did or didn't take place. That's the problem. I don't know what I'm doing.
Surely they would have come forward already.
I feel like alibis for yesterday is
no
the...
one can prove that this meeting took place.
I don't think I
There is
can...
no reason to believe your testimony.
I don't think I can prove that the meeting took place, but... Alibis for yesterday is the only thing I can see that could possibly be relevant. At this point.
Did those two?
No, okay. Well, now we're dead. Yeah, and yeah, you're just saying the same line as before. And we're... There we go, first death of the trial. That's unfortunate. Damn, I made too many mistakes. Do they think I did it? I'm debating already? Well, this next part's mandatory, so let's get it over with. It's voting time! Woohoo!
Is this really the end?
Retry.
We can't let it end here.
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so maybe alibis for yesterday on the second one? I don't know. I'm still confused. Oh my gosh, I can't hit.
No reason to believe
I can't hit. I'm having a skill issue, it's fine.
Place. Then there is no
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not it either.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Insect meet and greet?
Maki
Is that
only
relevant?
see Ryoma at night?
Yes.
Again, what was Gonza's account? That's just him. That's just talking about him being on the stage. It's not. It doesn't have to do anything with
I
anything.
didn't meet with anyone else.
And meet
Did
and
anyone
greet?
see those two together?
No, that's not it either. I'm just having to do trial and error at this point.
I met with Ryoma.
place.
That's not it either. Now I'm super confused.
What a load of crap!
That means it's either Gonta's account or the Monokuma file? I mean, the Monokuma file says that...
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove
Oh,
that this
am I supposed to be
meeting took
lying?
place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony.
He is lying. If you can't prove
Maybe
your
I'm
claim,
supposed to lie here.
then it's the same as an outright lie.
Can't say the two of them...
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Oh wait, no, that drains my health to do that. I need to hold on to that, I forgot. Crap.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two?
No, that doesn't work? Okay, so I can't lie to agree with her? Ah! Do I lie to disagree with the other? With Korekiyo? I'm not sure that's the answer either, though.
If no one can
No. Okay, so it's not a lie. Everyone was saying, like, lies, lies, lies. Like, there's a whole bunch of lies being talked about on screen, and so I thought that might have been a hint that we're supposed to do lie-related stuff, but no. I guess that's not it either? So then it is the Monokuma file somehow? Because it can't be Gonta's account. That has nothing to do with anything. So somehow the Monokuma file proves that they've met up? I don't see how.
I met with Ryoma the...
Let me see. Okay, so it's not agreeing. So somehow the Monokuma file disproves Korekiyo's argument? Did I just not do something on one of the...
place.
Okay, so I must have missed something.
I was wrong.
Did I somehow not do Maki alone
What a
on
load of crap!
one of the...
Maki only sees
Stuff?
Ryoma at night?
I didn't meet with...
Like, did I miss when I fired at this before? No.
Oh no!
Did I not fire that at Korekiyo's argument?
That place.
No. Okay, so that's not it either.
Damn it.
It can't be Gonta.
What a load of
The
crap!
Gonta's account doesn't say anything about this. Okay. That's another death.
I was.
Retrying again.
Can't let it.
Okay, Gonta's account is the last thing. Is this where I'm supposed to use like a truth flashback or something? But would that even make sense? I don't think it does. See those two?
Surely they would have come.
Improved to place.
I'm using the wrong bullet. Using the wrong bullet. Darn it.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Gonta's account, right. That's what we're doing, right?
Took place.
No. What did I not do? What have I not tried?
What a load of crap!
I'll reveal the truth.
Oh my gosh. That took me forever. I think I understand what I was doing wrong though now.
I won't be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
The lie that you use, it's related to which truth bullet that you have equipped. And that's a mechanic that I forgot about. I thought you can just lie and select lie at a truth bullet and it'll lie at a statement and it'll lie about it. But no, you have to lie with a specific truth bullet as well, and I forgot about that. So that took me a while, but now I'm here.
Oh, please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one.
Interesting that we're bringing Kaito in on this lie as well. I guess that'll make it a stronger
Now
lie.
that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma.
And Kaito is
Unless
looking
we're talking
nervous over
Maki
there.
Last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
But we're kind of doing that. We're saying we suddenly remember overhearing Maki.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Well, not everyone thinks like you do, Karumi.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that?
Well, this time our lie
No
is...
reason to lie.
Yeah, and this time our lie is a lot more solid. than last time.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
Unless we are the culprit.
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too.
Belief shall set you free.
She said that before.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Okay, Kokichi.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
He can tell that we're lying, huh?
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
Yeah, that's exactly. It destroys all the alibi evidence.
Everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
Maybe? I still don't know about that.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning. But
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
Yeah, the only other person who went to the gym for 5 minutes was Kurumi.
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
I got a thought. I just had a thought. There is that box next to the water tank that lifts in, like, raises and lowers the piranha tank. Why did Kurumi come to the gym for 5 minutes? Was it just to establish a bit of an alibi? I don't think so. I think the reason that she came there was after she had put the body in there, she needed to go into the gym. She needed to make sure that nobody saw the body that inside there. The sides were wood, but the top is glass. So she needed to make sure she lifted it up high enough so that nobody would be able to look into the piranha tank and see the body in there. So when she went there for those 5 minutes, she lifted up the piranha tank using that like electrical panel thing. That's what happened. That's why she went in there. That's my idea. When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma until around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And it couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Yeah, good job, Kaito.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
it may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
I'm sorry, Himiko, but as much as I like you, I don't think you're that trustworthy with that kind of thing.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
I'm sure she doesn't do much of anything except magic.
The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Uh-oh.
Disagreement?
Monokuma's Kem.
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
More phenomenal? What kind of word is that?
We've been waiting for this.
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. You know what kind of like pointless minigame I miss? It's the one in Danganronpa 2 where you're like sledding along a tube and you rotate around it and you have to jump over stuff. I like that one. I like that pointless minigame. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can get them to see the truth now, my lie... If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. It's so interesting that we use lies in this game. I do like that mechanic. Split something or other. I forget how this all works. But I guess I'll find out. Up we go. When was the body put in the piranha something or other? During nighttime next morning? What? Okay. Oh right, this thing, matching.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito! Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But
Oh,
pool
wrong
next
one.
to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
It's hard to pay attention to this and listen to them at the same
The
time.
piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito! Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
And the next one's the tank, I
The
think.
piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
Okay, so only the air, not the you can still be in the pool area. Good to know.
Testimony in the
I was
first
a bit
place.
curious about that.
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Oh, but oh, I have to mash B for whatever reason. Sure. Oh, and Y. Okay, sure. I don't know if I like button mashing challenges, but whatever. Did
It's
it.
true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
Why didn't they
That
close
means
the
it was
window?
certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
Okay.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Yeah. So they would have had to help set up. And they did. Kirumi
Even if
was one of the
culprit
people
were
who
to
did
throw
that.
the body from outside the window. The window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Yeah, they would have to do some sort of weird pulley nonsense to send it over.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
I guess.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym!
But they couldn't get in the gym.
You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Did they, like, send a cable or the rope across the window beams and then, like, use some sort of, I don't know, attach him by handcuffs to slide along it or something like that? Maybe. No, I don't think that method is possible because the ladder couldn't have been used like that in this crime. I can prove it. There's no time to move it. The ladder doesn't reach the window. Yeah, it doesn't from the pool side.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Well, there is, just not anything close enough. There's, well, there's also that, like, flower pot, like, arrangement thing that goes all the way around. I don't know if you could stand on that, but the diving thing is tall enough.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct?
And if you made, like, a rope or cable from the other window to that window, then that would create some sort of traversable plane that's something like that, right?
If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
Yeah.
They couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
They could have tried. It just would have fallen over.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow them all away with the truth.
Yeah, he does that. That's great.
I actually don't know that yet.
No, we're supposed to say that we do know it and then suddenly come up with something.
What? The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
It's fine, it's fine.
Thieves just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
Well, you're putting this all on us? What about you, Kaito? Think of something.
I know. I have to do something, but
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it, am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
I guess you're right.
We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Thank you, Maki. Yes, this is another thing to focus on that will get us back on a useful track.
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Yeah, we still never really pinned down how he was murdered in the first place. We already said that he wouldn't have time to drown in where he was, and he didn't get eaten by the piranhas to die. And yet we never moved on to actually figuring out what actually killed him. Well, we knew the drowning killed him, but we never figured out how he died.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Yeah. And I think they did. I think, I don't know who it was that did that. It was either Kurumi or, what's his name? Crap. No, wrong button. Kokichi. Like, those have been the two that have been derailing things a little bit. Actually, no. It could have been Angie. Angie was also derailing things. Those three were the ones derailing stuff.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the pool.
Huh?
Himikawa under the bridge?
It must be a reference to something I don't know. If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. This trial has only just begun. It has? It's been 2 hours. I don't think it's just begun.
That was a helpful insight.
But it's true that we haven't gotten to like the meat of the evidence yet.
You're still an apprentice.
He's insulting you. Yeah, we've been on this trial for so long, and yet we haven't actually gotten to most of the evidence. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, she's right, Shuichi. I'm sorry. Alright, what do we got this time? Piranha tank with staircase related to pool rules.
First,
Okay.
let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drown in toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
I think I'm doing this. I missed though.
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
I mean, she's closer, I think, to the answer. Cause of death is a certainty. Ryoma drowned in water. The pool seems like the obvious answer, but I have my doubts.
First,
Yeah, it wasn't the pool. It was the sink. So, strangely enough, she's close to it. Close to the answer. Bonk. There we go.
That's wrong!
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Yeah.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Alright, I'm having some other thoughts, and I'm still stuck on the fact that Kirumi does not have an alibi between 8 p.m. and 8:55 p.m. And I'm trying to think of how that can become relevant. And I'm assuming that can become relevant if perhaps was some sort of preparation was needed ahead of time for whatever is gonna be set up here in this pool area. And it would have to be some kind of preparation that couldn't happen at nighttime. Something like that.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
How wonderful.
And the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
None of this is relevant. And yes,
we can
anyway.
conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
No, water cannot be stored in any other places other than pools. Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. Where is it? This, surprisingly.
This is it!
I'm surprised we're going straight to this.
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
I'm surprised we went straight to this and didn't spend more time talking about, like, what happened in the pool, but I guess we're going back to that in a bit.
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
Handcuffs.
This is it!
The only thing that's metal that can cause that.
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yeah. Somebody
Yes,
put them on
though
them
they
and
were
then
only
drowned
visible
him.
for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Okay, so those were the handcuffs. Got it. So he was still wearing them. I wasn't sure if they were just part of his
wearing
outfit.
the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body.
Yeah,
Arms,
apparently.
Legs, brain.
They really did a thorough job.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
What? Why would there be a crunchy texture?
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
Yeah, and also, again, the only person that Gonzai couldn't capture, other than Mew, was Kiryomi. And again, this is what I'm basing everything on, basically.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him.
Well, among other
Though
things.
there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
What are you trying to say? Wrong button. I doubt he's in an ambush. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... So, Kokichi doesn't think that he was ambushed. So by doing what? How would you handcuff him without ambushing him? Other than for some, like, lewd stuff. I don't know.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
What?
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Huh? Where's this going?
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
I don't know what she was talking about. Must be another reference I don't get.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? Obviously the window. We really have to... It's really gonna be this obvious? I guess this isn't something that they can adjust for difficulty levels, because it's just an image. How are you gonna make it more difficult for somebody?
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? Mission complete!
That's
Your
more or less
explanation
it.
Contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
Yeah, but we said we were ignoring that for now.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Well, it gave us something. Because you're starting somewhere higher up. What do you have to say, Maki? What are you staring at? Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Something involving the rope, the cable, the flotation device thingy, and the handcuffs.